Hi, Dr. Gary Sanchez here, and I want to talk to you today about the most important thing we did to create our dream practice. Now, in our last video, I talked to you about what a vision is and why it's so important to have a vision and how to create your vision. We talked about creating a crystal clear picture of exactly what it is you want to create, what it feels like, what it looks like, and what it brings to you and your team. And we talked about why it's so important to have a vision and how that works as far as your brain and how your brain and the reticular activating system in your brain starts to go to work to create what it is you want. So the clearer your picture is of what you're trying to create, the better able your reticular activating system and the reticular activating systems of your team members can go to work 24 hours a day, 7 days a week to bring your vision to life. And so it really starts with having that vision and how important it is to have a clear picture. So one of the things that I find that happens is that teams and doctors create the vision for the practice. And they write down a great story, and they're really clear, and they're really sure about what it is that they want. And then they take that vision, and they put it in a drawer, or they put it in a binder somewhere, and then they don't look at it again. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 months goes by, and they haven't even looked at it. But they've thought about it a little bit, but they're not quite as sure and not quite as clear as they once were about what it is they want to create. So it becomes a little fuzzy. So how do you overcome that? What do we do to keep your vision alive and keep it working for you 24 hours a day, 7 days a week through your reticular activating system? The way you do that is with a vision board. On the screen are some different examples of vision boards. These I just took off the internet, and these are people's personal vision boards. They're great at being able to give you a picture representation of what it is you're trying to create. So how do you do this for your business? I recommend that you have one of these at home because they're great for creating the life that you want, but how do you do this for your dental practice? Let me show you what I would recommend. This is how I would create a vision board for our practice, and this is what we did. So I would recommend you go to Lowe's or Home Depot or OfficeMax and you get a large corkboard, like 3-foot by 4-foot corkboard. And you're going to put 8 areas on that corkboard. In the center, you're going to have your business. Above that, you've got physical plant, technology, marketing, hygiene department, front office, and doctors and assistants. And then all the way over on the right, you're going to have an area called successes. So what you want to do is take your vision, and what you've written in your vision, you want to apply that to your vision board. So in your vision, you probably talked about how many new patients you wanted, what you wanted to produce and collect, and how much money you wanted to make, and what kind of bonuses you wanted, and time off, and things like that. Business-related things. So take out some index cards and write those things down on those index cards and tack them to the board under business. The same thing applies for physical plant. If you're wanting new carpeting or new painting or maybe some new chairs or new desks or whatever you need for your physical plant, maybe new landscaping or repainting or you need a new roof or whatever it is that you need for your physical plant, put those on the index cards as well and tack them to the physical plant area. Same thing for technology. If you want new x-rays or new computers or new ultrasonics or whatever you need, put them on the index cards, put them under technology. For marketing, for hygiene department, for front office, for doctors, same thing. Take your vision, create index cards for those areas, put them up on your vision board. Then what you're going to do is have a team meeting and have people bring photographs or pictures that represent those things that you wrote on the index cards. The easiest way to do this is just go to Google and search for what you're talking about. So let's say you're wanting new painting for your physical plant. You can just put in painting and in Google and go to the images, and you'll see images of people painting, painting the walls. So you can cut that out, print that, and cut that out, and bring those for pictures to stick in those different areas. And you'll do the same thing for all the different business index cards that you have on your vision board. So when you're done, you're going to see a whole bunch of pictures on your vision board that represent your vision. And then when you look at that, your brain can process that so much quicker, so much easier than a lot of text. So you can just real quickly look at your vision board. In each area you'll see, okay, that's what we're trying to do, that's what we're trying to create, that's what we want in these different areas. Now your vision board is where you want to be 1 year from now. So set up your vision board so that there are things that you're going to want to have done 1 year from now. And that's where the successes come in. So as you accomplish those things on your vision board, you take them off the vision board area and you put them under successes. So let's say you wanted, again, to paint your practice, to repaint the walls on the inside of your practice. Once you've done that, then you take it off of that physical plant area and put it under the successes. Now let me show you what mine looks like. This is our vision board. This is after 1 year, and now we're going into the second year, and we're starting to add new things. So you'll see all the way on the right under our successes. It didn't actually print this. I didn't get the success part in the photo there, but all those things down the right side are the successes that we've had. And if you look in the middle, now we've added new things, new index cards. We still have some photos there of things we haven't yet accomplished, new technology that we haven't yet been able to get, different things that we want that we haven't accomplished. But look at how many things we have accomplished. And I know for a fact there's no way we would have accomplished all those things had we not had a vision board. And the vision board is up in our practice right where we have our morning huddle every morning. So we can take a look at the vision board. So once we got our vision board up, once we started to see what we wanted to do 1 year from that day, that's when things really started to happen. That's when we had that crystal clear vision right in front of us every day. So when you want to bring your vision to life, use a vision board. I can't stress this enough. Just try it. I know it may sound kind of strange and you're wondering, oh man, I don't have time for that. I don't want to do that. Try it. Please just try it, because this is when things really started to happen for us. So the last video we talked about creating your vision and how important a vision was. This video is about how to bring your vision to life. And if you do your vision board, you'll be successful beyond your wildest dreams. So that's it for today. This is Dr. Gary Sanchez.